This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so we will be starting our next topic, that is measuring points and counters. Okay, so the topics that we are going to cover, they are, we will see what are measuring points, what are measuring counters, then how to create the measuring points and counters in the system. We will see that. The creation of measurement documents, how to create the measurement documents, then collective entry of measurement documents, how the measurement documents are created collectively, and then we will see the customizing settings for measuring points. So these are the topics we will be covering in the measuring points and counters. Okay, so basically, what are measuring points? Measuring points in the SAP system describe the physical and or logical location at which a condition is described. So basically, measuring point is nothing but is the place or location where you take a measurement. Let's say I have my diesel generator. I want to measure the temperature. So you go and measure the temperature. So that temperature measurement place is called like a measuring point. Okay. For example, the coolant temperature in a nuclear power station. Okay. So you want to measure the coolant temperature. Okay. Or the number of revolutions at a rotor shaft of a wind driven power. Okay. So you want to measure number of revolutions. So if you want to take a reading, then you need a measuring point in the SAP system. Okay. In plant maintenance, measuring points are located on the technical objects. So normally you create the measuring points for the technical objects, nothing but equipments. Normally you create measuring points for the equipments. Okay. Now at the same time you have the counters also. Resources that enable you to represent the damage to an object or the consumption or reduction in its useful life. Okay, so these are called counters. Counter means the value will keep on getting accumulated. Suppose let's say if you are measuring temperature, so today you take the temperature, tomorrow the temperature will be different. Okay, but let's say you are measuring the odometer of a car. Okay, suppose let's say today your car has run for 10 kilometers, so the odometer will be showing 10 kilometers. Tomorrow if your car runs for another 10 kilometers, then it will be showing, the odometer will be showing 20 kilometers. So it gets accumulated and increased. So those are called counters. Okay, like odometer or fuel consumption of the equipment, these are called counters. Okay, so you have normal measuring points and you have counters. Okay, each measuring point or counter refers to a characteristic. Okay, this I will show it in the system. In the yesterday's class, we discussed how to create characteristics. So we will be using those characteristics here also. Okay, so this is the one. So basically, the measuring points and counters are created for technical objects like machines and vehicles. Suppose let's say you have car. You want to measure car odometer, number of kilometers traveled. So that is handled through measuring counter. And let's say you have your aeroplane. Okay, aeroplane, you want to measure how many take, how many hours of, how many liters of fuel it consumed. Okay, so those kind of things, if you want to measure, then you have to use measuring points and counters. Okay, so now, so basically, to create measuring points, you need a characteristic. Each measuring point or counter refers to a characteristic. So the prerequisite is you need a characteristics in the system. Okay, the characteristic of a measuring point or counter determines the characteristic unit in which measurement or counter readings are entered. So this I will show it in the system. Okay. So now let's create the measuring points. So we already have a structure. Okay, let me go to the structure. Okay, I'll go to our structure first. Okay, we created a structure. Okay, so for this 500 kVA diesel generator, I will create some measuring points and counters. Okay, so let me open one more session. Okay, so the T code to create the measuring points is IK01. Okay, the T codes are IK01 is a creation, IK02 is change, IK03 is display. Okay, so I will create 4 measuring points like operating temperature. I want to measure the temperature of my 500 kVA diesel generator every day. Temperature. Okay, and I want to measure pressure. Operating pressure. Okay, and also I want to measure its running hours, machine running hours, and also I want to measure its fuel consumption. So these ones I want to, these 4 measuring points I want to create. First 2 are normal measuring points and these 2 are counters. Counters means their value gets accumulated every day. Okay, so these are the ones I want to create. Okay, so IK01, go to IK01, create measuring point. Okay, measuring point object, equipment. We are creating the measuring point for the equipment. Okay, so you can select from here. Either you want to create for equipment or functional location, which one you want to create, but normally in the real time, most of the time measuring points are created for equipment. So select equipment and you have to enter your equipment, for which equipment you are creating. Our equipment is this one, 500 kVA diesel generator. Take that, enter the equipment here. Okay, now measuring point category, what type of measuring point it is. If you go to the list, you have only one, M, so just take that M. Okay, now if you are creating a normal measuring point, don't select this checkbox. If you are creating a measuring point as a counter, you need to activate this checkbox. But first let's create a normal measuring point. Okay, enter, you will be getting this screen. Here system automatically has assigned a number to the measuring point. When we go to configuration, I will show you how it is assigning the number. Measurement position, enter 01. Okay, now description, I want to measure temperature, operating temperature. This I want to measure. Okay, now as I just discussed, every measuring point should be assigned with a characteristic. So here each measuring point or counter refers to a characteristic. Okay, so you need to assign a characteristic. Okay, so I'll say, instead of creating a new characteristic, I'll search for the existing characteristic in the system, temperature. Okay, I'll search the characteristics with temperature. Okay, you have already one here, you see, temperature operating, it's already there in the system. Select this, enter once. Okay, and the unit of measure is degrees. Okay, and here you can enter your target value. Here you see there is a field called target value. You can enter the target value. Okay, let's say 80 degrees. That means I am expecting my machine 500 kVA diesel generated temperature at around 80 degrees. Okay, and if you want to give the limits also, you can give. Okay, so to give the limits, you need to click on this button. Here you see there is a button, additional data. You need to click on that. You need to click on that button, and then you can give the lower limit and upper limit. So let's say my upper limit is 80. Okay, and my lower limit I want it as 0. Okay, so you can give the limits also, then continue. Okay, done. Okay, so this is we are creating a normal measuring point. Okay, now save it. So first measuring point is created, the number is 92. Now let me create one more, that is operating pressure. Okay, again same thing, same equipment for you enter. Measuring point category is general, and don't select the counter, just enter. Now the number is 93, measurement position 02. Okay, description, operating pressure. Okay, now again you need to enter the characteristic. I'll search the one with pressure. Instead of creating a new one, I am using the existing ones which are already there in the system. Okay, there is a characteristic already there. Pressure operating. Double click, just assign. So unit of measure is kilograms. Okay, so now my target value is 14 kg. Enter, and here also if you want you can have the limits. Click on the additional data. Okay, and I want the lower limit is 6 and the upper limit I want it as 14. Okay, so the diesel generator pressure should be in between 6 to 40. That's what I'm expecting. Okay, done. Entered all the data. Now just save it. Okay, so next measuring point is created. Now we will create the counters. These are normal measuring points. Now let me create the counters. First one is machine running hours. So now if you want to create a counter, you need to activate this checkbox. Same equipment, enter the equipment number, activate this checkbox. Now we are creating counters. Enter. Okay. Now the moment you create counter, select the counter. You see here, you get the counter data. The last subscreen. Here counter data. Because why we are getting a different screen? The reason is we selected the checkbox measuring point as counter. Okay. So now give the measurement position 03. Okay. Now I want to measure machine running hours. I want to measure this. Okay. Now assign the characteristic. Let's search the characteristic with hours. Okay, I'm just searching for the characteristics which is already there in the system. You see here, there is a characteristic already there. Okay, there is a characteristic already there. Machine running hours. I'll take this. Okay, now here counter overriding. So what is this counter overriding? Means after a certain reading, your counter will again reset to 0. Okay, suppose if you take in our car, suppose in our four-wheeler cars, the odometer, what will be the reading? First you start with 0. After that it goes to 1000. After that it goes to 9999. After that what happens? It goes to 10,000. Okay. Now after that 10,000. After that what happens? Once it reached 99,999. Okay. What will happen? It will get reset to 0, right? Is that correct? Correct? Is that correct? Can anybody confirm?
Yes,
Nagesh,
yes.
yes.
Yeah,
What
yes.
happened?
Yeah,
After this reading on the car odometer, the reading will get reset to back to 0. Correct? So this is called counter overriding, this one. So that you need to enter here. Okay, so for my machine I will enter like this. Okay, I will enter like this. And annual estimation, I'll tell you what is annual estimation. Suppose let's say my machine, my 500 kVA diesel generator runs 8 hours per day. Okay, per day, and in a month let's say 30 days. Okay, and 12 months into 2, so means 2018 hours per year annual. So this is my estimation. This is my estimation. Again I'm repeating. Let's say my machine runs 8 hours per day, totally 30 days in a month, 18 to 30 to 40. This is per month, and in a year 12 months into 2. So this is my annual estimation. This will be used in preventive maintenance. When you go to preventive maintenance, that time you will understand the real importance of this annual estimation. As of now, just enter the annual estimation 2880. Enter. Okay. So now, okay, done. So all the data entered. Okay. Now just save the measuring point, which is a counter. This is a counter. This is a counter. Now save it. Now let me create the last one, fuel consumption. I want to measure the fuel consumed by my machine. So now let's create the fuel consumption. This is also a counter.